So Tom Wilson, a man gets paid, signs a 7-year, $45.5 million contract with the Capitals through 2030-2031 season. Now, I don't know how I feel about this contract, and it's not. Let's just get into it. So, Tom Wilson signs this deal with a $6.5 million cap hit per season. So that's something important to point out here. Last year in 33 games played, he had 13 goals, 9 assists for 22 points. And this is what he had to say. Hey, Caps fans, so excited to sign an extension with this team. Actually, I'm going to zoom in a little bit more so you guys can see this a little bit better. It's really what I always wanted. The fan base, the organization, the city, it's always means so much to me. I wanted to say thank you for all the support over the years. You made DC feel like home, and I can't wait to get started this season and keep it going. And we'll just kind of go into what the general manager had to say. Tom possesses all the intangibles needed to win in this league, and we are extremely pleased to sign him to a long-term contract, giving him the opportunity to finish his career in a Capitals uniform. Throughout his career, Tom has improved every facet of his game through his drive and competitiveness. We feel his work ethic and leadership qualities will be a tremendous asset to an organization for years to come. Okay, like, that's the PR version of it. Let's be very clear here. That's the PR version of that. And I'm not trying to disrespect Tom Wilson, but he's also had it. He's going to be on the wrong side of 30 for most of this deal. And also, he has struggled to stay healthy. Now, last season in 33 games played, 13 goals, 9 assists for 22 points. That's not terrible. That's a pretty decent point per game clip. Now, looking at his career in totality, the season prior, he had the most points he ever had in a year. In 78 games played, 24 goals, 28 assists for 52 points. That's his career high. And if you noticed kind of the years prior, 47, 68, 63 games played, and you could argue from the age of 19 to 23, mostly played all of the seasons, but it seems like from 24 on, he has struggled to stay healthy outside of that year he was 27 in 2021-22. I'm not sure how well this deal will age. I think Tom Wilson is a type of player you would love to have on your roster. I'm just not sure if a $6.5 million cap hit is what I'd like him to be at. Now, looking at Wilson's contract, his previous contract, I should say, he was making a $5.1 million per year. Good cap hit, had some bonuses in some of those years. And now he's signed a 7-year extension with a 6.5 cap hit until 2030-31. He will be, what will that be? 37, right? About 37 at the end of this deal. I'm just not sure. I'm not sure if this makes much sense, if I'm being frank. Because, yeah, it would be 37 because he's 29 now. The deal doesn't kick in until next year, so he'll be 30. Yeah, so he'll be 37 years old when this deal. And he's already shown signs of having problems staying healthy. I think he's a good player. The cap's going to go up. That's an argument you can make as well. So maybe it's going to make less of an impact if the cap keeps increasing $1 or $2 million every few years. But dedicating this much money to a bigger set player who plays a very rough style, which you're more prone to get hurt, I don't think is the best. Now, looking at the depth chart here, as of right here on Cap Friendly, I'm not sure if this is how it's going to go, but they have Ovechkin, Kuznetsov, and Wilson. Now, Kuznetsov kind of had he had a very down year. He wasn't his usual himself. And Tom Wilson, like, he's going to have to fill a role. When I look at this Capitals roster, I don't look at like a really great team. Might be okay up front. I know you got Ovechkin. That guy's a ageless wonder when it comes to scoring, but you also need people that can feed him the puck. They have a good goaltender in Darcy Kempfer. They have some nice pieces on the back end. I'm just not too sure how I feel about this roster. And now by essentially tying your franchise down with Tom Wilson, because yeah, it's 5.1 this season, but after this, it's going to be 6.5. I don't know if that's a smart move. Hopefully I'm proven wrong. I'm just very leery of giving power forwards huge contracts on the wrong side of 30 because they deteriorate. Milan Lucic is actually a prime example of that. For most of that contract, when he got moved, he went to the Flames. It was terrible. He wasn't worth what he was making. And I'm hoping I'm wrong about Wilson, but I could see something very similar playing out. But that is just my opinion. I'd love to know your thoughts down below in the comment section. What do you think of this contract? Do you think it's a good contract, bad contract? You kind of lukewarm on it. I'd love to know your thoughts. Appreciate if you hit that like button, comment down below. Before I get out of here, we are having a $100 gift card giveaway when we reach 5,000 subscribers. And how to enter that is hitting like, commenting down below, making sure you're subscribed, and hitting that notification bell as well. I'm Captain Paul, and I'll see you in the next one.